growing up especially, I was very quiet and like reserved, very observant, and I feel like I was always like mistreated in a sense, like coming from just like interpersonal relationships, not interpersonal, but like romantic relationships and stuff like that. Like I feel like those people are what brought out the haughtiness in me. Like, you know, some people really like just don't make you feel like yourself when you're with them. Like they'll try and like manipulate you, they'll try to, you know, turn you into something that you're not. So I feel like that haughtiness is like what stuck with me, and I'm like, you know what, nah, fuck you, I'm gonna move forward, be my best, and of course I'm gonna shit on you with everything that I do. I want you to see that I'm for a good cause and other people are gonna fuck with it, and that's what makes me haughty. Hot files is basically, the word itself is very contradicting considering from what I just told you, because to be like somebody who's haughty really just means like you're full of yourself, or like you're just like kind of arrogant in a sense. But I originally got that word and fell in love with that word because of Nikki Giovanni. She's one of my favorite poets, and growing up I used to always read like Nikki Giovanni or my Angelou poems, and haughty was the word that just like stuck with me. My name is Stephanie. Hot Files on Instagram. I'm an LA-based photographer, and I'm currently located in Mid-City, LA. Right now, Mid-City, LA. I like it here. I grew up in this part and in South Central. I feel like this is, well, these two parts of LA are definitely monumental here, because I feel like the influence of like any type of arts, culture, it all comes from, I feel like, Mid-City and South Central LA. Everything, like my style really came from Mid-City. Like I feel like my attitude came from South Central, but my style definitely, like what you see on the outside is the west side of LA. So that's the reason why I like Mid-City. Like I feel like a lot of people would just be like, oh, it's like, you know, a little ditzy over there, like the girls over there, they think they're hood but they not really hood. Like it's a whole bunch of that. But I feel like a lot of people don't understand like the dynamics of LA and how it's set up. Like it doesn't matter where you are, anything can happen at any time. There's a lot more people here, so you have like a chance to build like a greater audience in LA in terms of like, you know, your clients, people reaching out to you. For my photography, it definitely helped out a lot, because in Virginia when I was shooting, like I was still learning, but definitely like out here I feel like I'm more in tune with like the people that are the same, within the same age group. What else? Like there's just more creatives out here. Being a photographer in LA is definitely just like being any other type of artist in LA. Art does not just sell like that. You have to market yourself a certain way. So I know for sure I get lazy. Like there are times when I'm down bad, but there's also good times like when I'm up. Like one gig could just, you know, do so much for me. But there are times when people are not shooting, like they don't need photo shoots for anything. Like for instance right now with COVID and all that shit, like everybody isn't really like, you know, I guess, I don't know, working on projects because they're afraid of getting sick or like, you know, affecting their family members and so forth. But it's definitely a challenge in LA to, you know, stay on your shit, because you could easily get distracted with like nightlife and all the parties and events going on. All your friends have brands, so they want you to show up to their pop-ups, they want you to show up to, you know, their video shoots and all types of stuff like that. Like you could easily just get distracted and forget like, oh, I'm a photographer. You know, if you keep that in your head, you'd be like, do you need photos? Like, book me, let me shoot your shit. Like, so I feel like just having other creative friends around me definitely helps, because that's that network that I was talking about. Like if you have people and you guys see each other, like, you know, that we could use each other, we could benefit from one another, you help me, I help you, then, you know, there's that like foundation and benefit of being in LA, because, you know, you're around the same type of people. You surround yourself with the same type of, you know, beings, other artistic beings, and then you're paid, you're working. So it's definitely hard to like explain that to my parents, because, you know, there'll be times when they want me to, you know, spend time with them, and I'm like, I'm about to go to this event right down the street. It's for, you know, it's for this one rapper. He's a local rapper. Like, I show them the music videos and stuff like that. Yeah, I just gotta shoot his event. He's having a little release party for his latest project. And they'll be like, it's a party, like, you know, but they don't understand, like, I'm working at the same time. So it'd be moments where, you know, people don't really like recognize that you're doing something, or they don't really see it, or they don't, you know, they're just not in tune. Like, I feel like my parents don't be knowing what I do half the time. I mainly shoot film photography. I like film more just because, like, I mean, you can go so far with film. Like, it can look just like a digital photo, or even better sometimes, like, depending on just your lighting. Like, you could get really clean photos. And yeah, I love film.
Film is real.
Film is real. There wouldn't be no digitals without films. I really want my purpose to be like just spreading love and like showing people like you can still be happy during the midst of like tragedy, because this is tragic. Like, I feel like the earth is a tragedy right now. Like, the most we could do is just like make art and appreciate it. But I know that sounds so corny, but it's true. Like, there's not much you could do besides like live your life and make the best out of it. So why not make the best out of it with some pictures, things that make you feel better. I don't know if I've ever told you, but I personally hate like not commercial photography, but I personally just hate like, you know, photography where I can't even say that. I don't want to say that. I'm offend somebody. But I really just like people to be themselves, and I want to show them that they're beautiful just the way they are. So the film definitely helps like bring that out of people. I be telling them like, I can't waste any shots on here. You have 36 photos. We gotta make every single one of them count. So I feel like my photography definitely is more thoughtful. There's more direction in it, but it's for a good cause. Like, you won't be disappointed. It's to help you feel good on the inside. My next step is definitely branding. Like, I wanna be able to make merchandise and pretty much like give people the haughtiness that I keep on talking about. Like, I just want them to feel empowered in a sense. But I'm working on designing like clothes, definitely catering to the women first. And yeah, I plan on making like I want to at least make a book this year with my photography, be in more like art exhibits, you know. I want to be included, and I want to be seen. Not me, but I want my work to be seen.